Here.
Thank you. We do have the minutes from the June 15, 2026 meeting. Is there a motion to accept those as received?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion, changes? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And please note that the minutes will be accepted as received. Next, we move to the mayor's report. Couple of brief items there tonight. A big wheeling welcome to the new bishop of the Wheeling Charleston Diocese, Bishop Emilio Mandujar Ayala. He had his mass to join up last Thursday. It was a great event, so we want to welcome him on behalf of the city. A couple of things, if you're looking for something to do this Saturday, you know, during the summer, it's usually pretty busy downtown. It's going to be a great Saturday night in Wheeling. The Wheeling Miners, the indoor football team, played for the AAL Championship at West Bank Arena at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we have the party up on the plaza, which is a great affair in and of itself. I think that starts at 6, so please feel free to come downtown on Saturday night. I also want to take this minute to thank, personal thanks to Rabbi Joshua Lee for accepting the position to chair the homeless task force. We also have some appointments to make tonight for our boards and committees. Number one, we have some reappointments for the West Virginia Northern Home Consortium. Joyce Wolin and Stuart Levy will be reappointed. For the Human Rights Commission, Unique Murphy and Reverend Ralph Duncan will be reappointed. And then we have some new appointments to make tonight to the Wheeling Tree Board, and that would be Daniel Hughes and Dave Thompson. Is there a motion to ratify those appointments?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? And those appointments are taking place. And since we have two new members of the tree board, I think here tonight, Daniel Hughes, would you just step up front so we can see you? And also Diane Thompson. I know Diane's here. Diane and Daniel, it's their first service. We just want to say thank you. And of course, thanks to those folks that re-up as well. With that concludes my report this evening. We'll move to the clerk's report.
There's a notice of application to West Virginia ABCA for Greco's located at 45 Washington Avenue. Notice of application to West Virginia ABCA for Wheeling Tobacco and Bacon LLC located at 2245 Main Street. Notice of application to West Virginia ABCA for Wheeling Vapor Plus located at 8 Elm Road Crossing, Unit D. And notice of applications to West Virginia ABCA for Gum-Based LLC in multiple locations. And that concludes the first report.
Thank you very much. Unfinished business.
An ordinance authorizing the city manager to spend funds in the amount of $117,564 in Whiteside of St. Clairsville, Ohio for the purchase of 4 2026 Chevy Trailblazers for the building and planning department to be charged to the project.
I move to adopt the ordinance. Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'd ask you to please record your votes. The motion is approved.
An ordinance authorizing the city manager to expend funds in the amount of $143,590 with Stevenson Equipment Inc. of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for a JCB backhoe loader for operations department to be charged to the project.
I'll move to adopt the ordinance.
I second.
Do we have any discussion? Once again, hearing none, I'd ask you to please record your votes. The motion is approved.
An ordinance authorizing the city manager to spend funds in the amount of $999,929 with Esmo Ford of Northern Ohio for procurement of dewatering equipment for water pollution control plant to be charged to 2025 water.
Move for adoption of the ordinance. Second.
Any discussion? Once again, hearing none, I'd ask you to please record your votes. That motion is approved.
The ordinance authorizing the city manager to transfer funds in the amount of $65,000 from Arena or Sky Peaks to the Greater Wheeling Sports and Entertainment Authority for sports-related facilities, projects, analysis, and activities within the city of Wheeling.
Move to adopt the ordinance. I'll second.
Any discussion? Once again, hearing none, please record your vote. Motion approved.
And that concludes unfinished business.
Thank you. We do have the Hall of Fame board minutes from May 11, 2026. Is there a motion to accept those as received?
I'll make a motion to accept that receipt.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And those minutes will be accepted as received. And now we'll get remarks from city councilors, and I'm going to start with my far left tonight with Councilor Paul.
Thank you, Mayor. Once again, unfortunately, Elm Grove experienced flooding, in the month of June. And so the business owners and residents know we are working towards solutions. Nothing's gonna happen overnight, but, we are trying to put plans in place to make things better for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Sarah.
I'd like to acknowledge how well our portal community came together during the recent events to the Center Foundry property. Citizens immediately began to get organized and started to discuss the possibilities of what might happen and how to deal with it. Since this began, I estimate that so far I've talked with over 400 residents about the Silicon Foundry project. You should know that they are overwhelmingly opposed to it. I can count the number of those in favor of it on one hand. Seeing our neighbors united, supporting each other, calling for action, and also be willing to take it shows that Woolworth really is a great place to call home.
Thank you. Councilor Seibert.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. I've been getting a lot of concerns about e-bikes flying up and down the streets and along the trails. And just want to bring that to staff's attention and see what we can do to potentially, I don't know, put some signs up or some enforcement efforts, but we certainly need to look at that, especially on the walking trail. So then just think of on your regular bike and you come by 35 miles an hour, e-bike it's setting is close. So we need to just look into that.
Will you speak up, please?
Yeah, I was just talking about the e-bikes that are flying up and down the streets. So you can be direct with that. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilor Kane.
Nothing for me this evening.
Vice Mayor Slavonakis.
Nothing from me this evening.
And Councilor Thorngate.
Nothing for me this evening, thank you.
Thank you very much. That brings us down to the reform committees. We do have the Finance Committee minutes from the June 15, 2026 meeting. Is there a motion to accept those as received?
Make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion or changes? Hearing none, I ask you to please, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? And those minutes will be accepted as received. Report of the city manager, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mayor. Approximately 10 years ago, the federal government created legislation to create opportunity zones, which provided federal tax credits for qualified economic development projects to the private sector. And those opportunity zones were set to expire. The city of Wheeling had one, which was generally in downtown in East Wheeling. Governor Morrissey, governor ultimately approves the opportunity zones, set up a process for submission for renewal. And the city did submit two census tracts, Census Tract 26 and 27, which is downtown East Wheeling, Center Wheeling, and portions of South Wheeling that qualifying census tracts. So those applications have gone into the governor's office. They were due on July 1st, and those were submitted in cooperation with the Belmar Regional Council. Also, last week, the city's fiscal year concluded. I'm happy to report that the overall budget was under the amount that was appropriated by City Council, and the cash carryover was $597,000, and that there was no contribution needed from the Budget Stabilization Fund for last year's operating budget. So that fund continues to grow and provide financial stability to our general fund. And then we received word today that the West Virginia DLAP program is willing to approve demolition of the TCI building in Elm Grove. That building was acquired by the OBDC probably 6 years ago. We did bid that project out, and the bids came in at, the low bid came in at $130,000. As I mentioned this afternoon, the West Virginia DLAP program is interested in funding that entire demolition and environmental remediation. So that will be forthcoming to City Council in the next couple of weeks. That's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Herron. Any questions of the councilors?
Yeah, just one. How are things going at the wastewater treatment plant? Things are progressing very well. I'm glad you brought that up because the screw press, just under $1 million, the council approved this evening. That's the next phase in the digester project because you recall that council has authorized rental of screw presses to de-water sludge. This is the permanent solution to that. So once that goes online, then we'll have 100% dewatering capabilities to handle even more sludge than what we're doing now, with the additional storage that we've been able to. Thank you.
Any further questions, city manager? Thank you, Mr. Herron. That brings us down to report of other officers. We do have the GWSEA minutes from May 26th of 2026. Is there a motion to hold those over?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? I guess all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, a like sign. And we will hold those minutes over to the next meeting. Petitions of redress agreements,
There are none.
petitions of all the kind,
There are none.
original propositions.
An ordinance of the council of the city of Wheeling approving and adopting the 2025 replacement pages of codified ordinances of the city of Wheeling. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to expend funds in the amount of $147,659.20 with Water Pipeline LLC of Indianapolis, Indiana for retiring 208 services throughout the city to be charged to the water department. An ordinance authorizing city manager to enter into an agreement and expend funds in the amount of $28,000 South National State Bank by LLC of Wheeling, Virginia for streetscape maintenance to be charged to regular RSPP. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to expend funds in the amount of $139,234 with USI Insurance Services LLC of Wheeling, West Virginia for excess liability workers' compensation policy to be charged for workers' compensation fund. An ordinance changing the zoning district classification of parcels 10 W30A 335 identified as 6.962 acre parcel of North Park from R2 residential to R4 residential. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to expend funds in the amount of $15,499.54 with Blessner, Workman, Andrews Insurance LLC of Wheeling, West Virginia for cybersecurity insurance to be charged as follows: $11,004.67 to the general fund, $2,479.93 to the water, and $2,014.94 to WPC. And that concludes the original propositions.
Thank you very much.